Okay. Good afternoon, members. We are recording the session, so we can start and be able to use like 1 hour and have share some information regarding the ICT clubs competitions, which are going to be part of the NCC 2025, being organized by UCC in conjunction with KAWA, Eastbert University, and other partners. So we are going to go through, there is some information that has been shared with us already and a form for project submissions. Some schools have already started submitting projects, and the deadline is soon. So this session is going to guide us more and have any questions that we may need. So I'm going to be sharing screen, and then we go through a few things as we get to know more. I'm going to request someone to give us an opening prayer, and then we shall share. Then later on, if you have any questions, you'll be unmuting. You tell us your school, and then if you have any project you are working on, or if you have any questions, whether you have submitted your project or not, or if you need any support, then we can go to see how to support. Yeah. Okay. So that is briefly the agenda.
Hello, this is
yes.
This is KAWA High School.
Yes.
This is KAWA High School. Let us just have a short prayer.
Okay.
Yeah. Let us humble ourselves. Dear Heavenly Father, dear Heavenly Lord, we thank you, Father, for this day. We thank you, Lord, for all that you have done and for all that you have fought for us, Father. Father, as this day we are in this meeting, Lord, I pray, Lord Jehovah, may you forgive us and may you be amidst us, Lord Jehovah, as we discuss, Lord, ideas, Father. Father, I pray, Lord Jehovah, may you grant us wisdom, lead us, be with us, Lord Jehovah. Whatever we are going to share in this meeting, Lord, enable us, Lord, to understand and also to remember, Father. Be with us, lead us, Lord, in all that we do, Father. In all this we pray, in the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen. Okay, thank you very much for the prayer. Okay, thank you. So, okay, maybe let me start by sharing something about the NCC. So this information has already been shared in the group, and there's something I want us to take note. We have the NCC, which is National Conference for Communications. It has been happening many times, and this is the 9th edition. And I want someone to, before we go deeper, I want us first to understand that the theme here, and then we align our pitches and whatever we shall be sharing to this, so that we can be able to be relevant. And then also we are going to look at the categories. Which kind of projects are we having? You may be having already a project, but how do you align it so that it fits theme and it is fit for this competition? So I want someone to read for me. I can see Vincent. What is the theme that you see here? Vincent, or let me get Abdullah again. Okay. Okay. Yes, I want to be really, I want us to be interactive. I don't want us to just, we all of us, each of us here, also our colleagues from KAWA, and I'm actually here as part of the team. So we are going to be, we are going to all share and progress, but I'm going to be sharing later, but about the categories and how we are going to align. But I want us first look at the theme. So I want someone to read for us the theme, and we are going to try to break it down and see how do we understand this theme for the NCC and NCC itself. I'm giving you 1 minute to reflect. Are you seeing the theme on the screen? You should be able to unmute. Isaac, Dr. Bote College, Joachim, Hood, what are we seeing here? What are you seeing in this theme? And how do you understand it? Okay, it seems members are still, they have logged in and they are still fast thinking. Maybe they have not, they are still wanting to get aligned well with the topic. Okay, let me go ahead and try to digest this. Yes, we are having harnessing digital innovation. Okay, harnessing digital innovation to power sustainable local solutions for Uganda's development goals. That is our theme, harnessing digital innovation. So we are going to come up with innovations, and then we need to connect these with sustainable local solutions. So the innovations that we come up with should have the innovations should have so let me try to bring it in here. So when you come up with your project, don't just submit your project and it's just plain, maybe I've done something. Try to see how is it going to bring in how is it going to, first of all, how is it using the technologies that are available? Because in this era, you're looking at several technologies that are there. We are having artificial intelligence, we have robotics, we have, there are many emerging technologies that are coming up, okay? So we are having computers that we have received at school. We have the hardware, we have the software, we have a lot of technologies that are available that we are using in our in whatever we are doing in our clubs. How do we use them to come up with local? Let me first try to show you here on this slide. So we have harnessing digital innovation to power sustainable local solutions. So we have harnessing, that is leveraging existing emerging technologies, okay? So we want something new. We want something that the people of UCC will see and they will be amazed. You're on stage, you're telling us about these emerging technologies, the technologies that you're using, okay? Then what are you using? What are you dealing with when you look at the technologies? Are you programming? Are you doing databases? Are you doing websites? Are you coming up with robotics? Are you using technology to solve issues? Are you coming up with apps? What are you coming up with? So we look at the emerging technologies. Are you using AI? Are you using cloud computing? What are you using? How are you using the internet? Okay, so the tools that we are having. Then I want the students who are on call, please, you take note of this, write down. Let us try to break down this theme. Take note, some notes from here. I'm going to be sharing about the category, some various categories of things that we can look at. But at the end of the day, whatever we do should be able to bring out a theme, okay? Digital innovation, creative use of tools, robotics, coding, multimedia, everything. Then also local solutions. So the solution, whatever we are going to do, should have whatever we are going to do should have should be able to have there is a problem statement, and there is a what? A solution. Okay. Then we have sustainable development goals. So when you look at UCC, we should also understand the mandate of UCC and also the reason why UCC is supporting clubs in schools. It is part of its, it is partly fulfilling its mandate, okay? Yeah, so these clubs, how are they supporting and how are they helping? Are we there? So you should be able to try to come up with projects and align them to what we are having. I don't know whether I'm trying to make sense here, and I wanted us to try to understand this thing very well, and then also before we look at the category, the various categories that we may be having. Okay, so let me first get back to you. Initially, when we started the session, people were just logging in and maybe they are not yet settled. How do you understand this theme? And do you have any project that you have in mind at your school? ICT clubs have been running. We should not just be waiting for a competition and then we start thinking of a project. Ideally, our clubs, as KAWA has been encouraging us, during the launching of clubs, they told us to always be active and always have activities in our clubs. And also, we have our websites. They have given us subdomains where we are supposed to be publicizing about the activities that we are doing and various projects that we are doing at school. So now when a challenge comes in, like this one here is a bit on short notice. Within a few weeks, 2 weeks, within 1 week, we need projects submitted. That means you should be already be ready at any time for any challenge. This is a good challenge. After this one, you may see another one being organized by UN or any other organization. You should always be ready. You should be like scouts. You should always be having solutions that we can always be ready to pitch and respond at any time. So let me try to get back to you. Is there anyone who wants to say something here? Are you trying to understand the theme? The theme from the NCC for this year? Okay. Let me try to put our theme and the statement here side by side before we go into the categories. Let me first put it back here. Okay, so I hope you can see now side by side. So our theme here in the flyer is saying, harnessing digital innovation to power sustainable local solutions for Uganda's development goals. So you are going to do some research as well. You need to come up with, to research about Uganda's development goals. There are some parts that are inside here. There is harnessing, that is one part. Digital innovation is another. Local solutions is another. And then we have development what? Sustainable local solutions for Uganda's development goals. Okay? So we have Uganda's Vision 2040, we have NDP. Yeah, but you can be able to research more about these items here, and then you'll be able to move. Okay? Are we fine? Should we proceed? Do you have any question? Do you have any comment? I wanted at least to hear one or two people here before I proceed. Let me see whether you can be able to unmute. And okay, you should be able to unmute. Okay, so you just let me first give a chance to some schools that have logged on. I want like at least 2 or 3. Just tell us which school you are. Do you have any project that you are running? Do you think your project will fall in this theme or it will not? Or it is not relevant? You just share with us and we can guide you. If you have any project, or if you have not yet, you don't have any project, then we can also try to see how we are going to guide you on that. So I want Joseph Akora, please. It's your time to speak.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Thing is ongoing well, and we have some projects ongoing right now. As they have been saying that the submission for the projects should stop on the 5th. So we're actually planning, we are developing some AI that can work. And we are developing some hardware also, some hardware system.
So the AI, you want it to do what?
Some learning AI.
Learning AI.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
We are yet to choose because we have like around 3, and we still have to choose one and come up with it very well for that day.
Okay.
So yeah, and about this, I don't know how you guys can guide us on. I mean, the number of projects we should come up with, like 2 hardwares or maybe 1 hardware and 2 softwares.
Okay. Okay, so the hardware and software, these are technologies, and we would be interested in seeing some of these when you are presenting them. That would be good.
It's okay.
What you do is you submit as many projects as you have. Then it is going to be up to the KAWA team and the organizers to select the projects. That are going to be shortlisted for finals. But we are going to have regionals first and then finals. Okay? So,
it's okay.
So don't limit yourself. The form does not stop you from submitting. Submit as many projects as you can so that they can be considered. Okay?
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but try to align them. So try to see what I was speaking it here is your problem, is your project having innovation in it? Okay. So when it comes to innovation is something which is not just ordinary, something new, something that you are bringing out. If you're using that AI, is it just the same AI? Is there something, have you enhanced it more? Innovation may not necessarily mean you're doing something totally new, but it might be enhancing what is existing, okay? Yeah, so it may be adding value to what is existing, or it could be a new invention, okay? So, or you could be adding value to what is already there. So you should be able to do that. Okay. Thank you very much, Joseph.
Welcome.
So, yeah, let us get any other person. Any other person who has a comment here before I proceed? Before I proceed, any other person? Let me get okay. I have Teacher Francis. Teacher Francis?
Yes.
Yes, thank you for connecting. How is the school? Are learners going for exams?
Samson.
What's the
Samson.
season at school?
Samson.
I think some
Who has
Teacher
come?
Francis. Teacher Francis.
Yes. Please pardon.
Okay. I think Teacher Francis was calling Samson.
Hey,
Okay.
hello.
Yes.
Good evening. Actually, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I'm not actually Teacher Francis. I'm a student from Sorority Secondary School. My name is Oplot Bosco.
Yes.
I wanted to find out something. Anyway, I need to first of all appreciate for the meeting. Yeah, I need to find out something small. We have a project that we are working on. That's a assistive listening device. That's the project that we are working on under hardware. Then on the same note, we also have another project, but it's still backing on the same project, that's assistive listening device. Because we are working on assistive listening device as a hardware, then we are working on a website for assistive listening device that will be teaching people what causes like hearing loss or hearing impairments, how can people improve on them, which services can people come up to so that they can help people with hearing impairments and something like that. So I needed to find out, will these projects be judged differently or it will be judged as one?
So you have said it's one project which is integrated, isn't it?
Yeah, it's integrated hardware and software. Yeah, so software will be teaching people what the hardware is. Yeah.
Okay, so what happens? We have the main goal, because hardware does not work alone. Every hardware needs to be programmed in order for it to work.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Okay.
Yeah, so hardware alone, at the end of the day, we want functionality. Is it functional? Does it work?
Yeah.
How is it helping? Then we should be able to the hardware is just a component.
Okay.
Maybe we proceed and first look at some of these categories. These are just some suggested categories.
Okay.
But you can be able to even think beyond, but these categories are somehow general. They may be able to take on most of the projects that you are going to look at.
Okay.
So we have what you call the first here there are some few categories here. The first one here, you have creative multimedia. So many of us are having devices, and we are in an era where content is consumed on a daily.
Okay.
The content industry is coming out to be the richest industry of late, because everyone has a device, and UCC, for example, is investing a lot in content in terms of local content. For example, the film industry, the music industry, but generally, social media consumes content on a daily, and digital services require content, whether it is health, whether it is education, whether it is whichever industry. So when learners learn how to create media of different formats, they will be able to actually even pay attention. So one of the categories that you will consider is to have content. Now, if you've done a hardware project or whichever project you might have done, we still want you to create content in terms of publicity. That's why the KAWA has provided us with online platforms. So if you, whichever project you have, write about it and let us have articles, let us have videos, let us have content about that project so that we can be able to have the impact felt. Let it not just be something that you just do and then put in your lab and then it gathers dust. So we need the creative multimedia, raise awareness on local issues like hygiene, climate action, look at digital safety, look at the SDGs. Look at the curriculum, the new curriculum, the subjects that we are doing in geography, in physics, in what. By the way, ICT, don't only think about the computer, Microsoft Word and Excel only. Think about entrepreneurship, think about all these other things, but then see how ICT supports them. Because in the new curriculum, ICT has been integrated to cut across all subjects. So in ICT clubs, an ICT club should be resourceful to all other clubs in the school. The ICT club should be integrated in all other clubs. So actually all your colleagues who are in ICT club, advise some of them to also join the entrepreneurship club, the agriculture club, whichever clubs are there, so that they will integrate ICT there in the agriculture, and then you come up with integrated projects. Now, under creative multimedia, you'll be able to digitize activities of other clubs as well, in addition to your own club, because other clubs don't have websites. For you have. So it is your club which is going to actually publicize all other clubs. So the website they have given you, please feel free to even publicize what ICT club is doing and what other clubs are doing. Then then also use tools like Canva, CapCut, OBS, YouTube, and others to have your media. And the media should be of quality. So when they are trying to, UCC really, one of the things UCC does is content regulation. The TVs are using these tools. The radios, you can come up with a podcast. You can do many things as a club. You can start your own TV at school. Because of time, I'm not going to go on YouTube to show you many things, but there are many schools which are doing different YouTube channels for that purpose. So let you create that. So UCC will be able to be very happy to see some of the content that is coming out, and we know that we shall have future content creators who will create quality, ethical content which is of value and which can help us to solve issues and address a problem. You can address, for example, a problem for people with disabilities, or you look at the SDGs and see which kind of content you can create. The other one, hardware and robotics, this one also integrates the STEM in general. You can also call it STEM and robotics category. Here we are looking at not just having a soft copy or digital platforms only, but we're also looking at having tangible items that we shall carry and go and exhibit, and then they are working and they are helping us to in solve a given problem. So we have different, you may come up with a prototype, because for you may not be having money to produce this hardware on full scale, but you have a prototype that can be solved. So many people use tools like Arduino, others to program the hardware, and may need some kits as to create them. So then we have coding and app development. This is programming. The richest people in the world are programmers, people like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and others. So how do we use programming? And we show people that we can actually program. You can use simple tools like MIT App Inventor, or you can do Python, JavaScript, and any other text-based programming to create apps and systems. You can even use programming in Visual Basic for applications, that is in Excel, and then you come up with a system. For example, URA uses Visual Basic system. They programmed an spreadsheet which they help to compute taxes. You can come up with a spreadsheet which does something, maybe for a hospital, or it helps generate payroll for schools which don't have a finance management system. You do for them using Excel, and you have that as your project. You have still programmed it because it is not just an Excel, but it's an Excel which has some programming at the back end. So try to program and come up with some projects. Then we have websites and digital publishing. This one here, you can come up with a complete system which can help and solve issues. Or you can come up with, you can use any tool. You can use tools like PHP. You can use Django. Some of you know Django, Python Django. That is a framework, etc. There are many frameworks that you can use for that. So try to be a bit different, because at the end of the day, we want to really be amazed by what you can do as a club. Okay, there are many others. Let me even add another column here. We are not limiting you. These are just some few areas. When you are submitting your project, I'm going to open the form and I take you through briefly. We are not tying it to only this. If there is something which has come up, which you think is outside this. For example, we have things to do with the AI. Of course, they could be integrated within this. You can have AI under any of these. You can have your project, your app, when it has AI in it, or you have used AI. So there are some of the things which are cross-cutting. So I want actually to ask the members, do you have any project which you think is not among these categories?
Before
yeah.
you continue, I must have a question.
Yes.
Like in terms of the websites, are there maybe any other projects to consider? Let's take, for instance, maybe the actually digital publishing. Are we free to use any other tools apart from WordPress? Like any other tool that we consider?
I think this word etc.
Pardon?
I think the word etc, which is at the end of this sentence.
Yes, I'm saying the word etc.
So that one answers your question. You are free to use any technologies. We are not limiting you to WordPress. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are free to use any technology that you are free to use and is easy for you. Okay. So any others, even other category that you may think, if you think your project doesn't fall under any of these categories, please feel free to bring in, because we are looking at technology and we are looking at emerging technologies that are available. So please don't forget what is going to guide us is our theme. Okay? Leveraging existing and emerging technologies. Okay? We want to use those technologies I've talked about, which I've highlighted in the categories below, innovatively. Okay? Not more of the same. Some of you have been seeing smart dustbin, and then you just say smart dustbin every time. And then you saw the smart dustbin with another school, and you have not added any value, and you are bringing exactly the same. So that means you have not innovated. If you have something that you're doing, and another school has ever done something, what else are you adding? What is new? That's why we are talking about innovation. The judges are judges who have been are judging many projects in the past. So if they see you have wrote the same, you have done WordPress and it's just pages, home page, about, contact, and that's all. Nothing, you have not used any plugin or anything that is a bit different or innovative. There's no data, there's nothing, it's just information. Of course, it can also be information if that information is unique in its own way, it is addressing a given issue. I'm not necessarily saying that you should be having plugins that should do some particular functionality. It can even just be information, but when that information is really showing that you have taken time to create it and it is unique and it is something that you are doing. Or you have your website, but there are some things you have added, some features that we can say that, okay, these learners have really done something. And it's looking good, it is really professional and standard. At the end of the day, if you just send in ordinary things, then you may not go beyond the regionals. You may not go beyond the regionals. So please, let us have something. This is a big platform. This is a big platform for us to participate in. Let me get more feedback before I proceed. Let me get more feedback. So I'm going to be opening I'm going to first open this form, how to submit, and we'll go through the form a bit. Because what we are looking at right now is how do we submit our projects, and if there are any issues, so that we can be able to understand and be able to understand and be able to move better. Okay, so okay, so we are having our form, and we really need you to submit the project so that we can be able to select the projects that we are going to use. Okay, so let me open the form here. We can first go through briefly. There is something to do with the demo video. There is something to do with okay, this is the situation. So there are a number of things that we need to do so that your project can be selected. Okay. Okay, so okay. Okay, so I think this is it. I think I've got it here. So please, the clubs, I know some of you have been participated in other projects, but really have guided. We have looked at integrated projects are very welcome. Okay, integrated projects are very welcome. You could be having your project when it is having chemistry in it, but when there is technology somewhere. So see how to integrate. Integrated projects are very, very welcome, so that we see that things okay. Okay, submit your project. Okay, so this is it. So I was asking something. I wanted to ask something. The competitions are going to be in early third term when you come back. But before you go, you need to submit your projects so that the team can be able to vet and give you official invitations. Because the invitations are going to be sent. The link has already been shared. Also, you'll be able to get it on ICT Club's website. Yeah, but yeah, so let me just try to get this now. Okay, so I have submit your project. I have some video here, an interesting video where the team at KAWA are already vetting. So those of you who are delaying, your projects may be left out. Let me try to share again here. So they are already vetting. So please send in send in something good, but again, don't fear to send in what you have, even when it may not be complete. Just send in. I'm going to open the form. Let me first play this small video for just a minute.
Wait, like that way, it's only from that lab. Like from if you want to project just you will see this plus in the air here. So the room will be in a 3D. In a 3D, just particles. But not on a what? Not on a 2D, this is 3D.
Okay. So in this video, I'm not going to play the whole of it because of time. The submission, your submission, we have a team which is really rigorously reviewing. So document it very well. Documentation is important, and also you may need to create a simple report. Then if it is an online project, you should have some information on your website. Try to document your project. Try to do a demo video. Try to do something so that the team can be able to know what you are doing and what you are working on. Okay? So that is something that you need to do. Now, let me open this form and then we go through quickly. You are going to find this form on the ICT Club's website, and also you are going to find this form in the group. They are sharing these forms. Yeah, so please, just want to let us go through it very fast. Okay, so we have the regional ICT Clubs competitions, and we have ICT Club competition school project submission form. So you fill in, we have the school name. So you go ahead and put the school name here, then the district, then you put your project title. Now, when you're putting your project title, try to make it a bit descriptive and have at least 7 words. That is advisable. Of course, you could have your project when it is called the icon. Maybe, for example, we have created your project and you have called it the icon. Okay, only 2 words, but add there something. What does the icon do? So that when someone looks at the project, they can really understand. For example, the icon, furthering, or you add there something in addition. So if you can have your project title, it is at least 7 words, it would be good. If it is a small word, then add something else a bit more descriptive. Okay, so if I say tower, for example, if I say tower TV, if that is my project, and then I say championing or publicizing or something, you add something. Like this for NBS, they have a TV called the NBS Sport, and then they called it Championing Ugandan Sport. So what I'm telling you is put a title and add something additional to the title. But if your title is just maybe the generative whatever or something, you can have your title of like 7 words. There's no problem. If you just have 1 word or 4 words or 5 words, then it can also work. But even in the new curriculum, we are recommended to have at least 7 words in your title. Then the theme, we have been given a theme. So you may be having already another theme under which you worked your project, but try to align it to the current theme because it will still be able to apply because you are using technology, okay? You are harnessing emerging technologies and you are coming up with local solutions. There's a solution, there's a problem. So you can still find a way of aligning. Even if you had done your project for another theme, you should find a way of aligning it to the current theme so that it is relevant. Bring in the problem statement. Problem statement, you need to tell us what is the problem, who is affected, okay? Don't tell us about the solution a lot. What is happening and who is affected? Then from there, you bring in the justification, where you tell us more about your project and how it solves the problem that you have identified. But also under justification, you can quote some research because we want you to say that you have used the internet. Can give us some figures, some statistics Your project could be very good, but when it is only solving a problem for only one person, and it's not applying to another person. But for me, I have my project which has a bigger scope of impact. Then the needed resources or materials, what do you need? Because you also want to look at viability, physical, technical, financial feasibility. Your project may be requiring 5 million to create. We don't have the money. Like a good smart dustbin, which costs only 2 million shillings. So who will buy a dustbin at 2 million shillings? So we need to see that your project uses local available materials. Don't just go to the supermarket and buy a working prototype and come and bring it to UCC when you are not the one who did it. Everything you have bought, you have imported from China or wherever. Use available materials and innovate more so that your project can be easily feasible and replicable. Then the final product, you tell us what is the end goal. What is going to be your product at the end of the day, and how will it work? Now, this part of demo video is very important. Demo video is very important when we are assessing. You could talk very good words about your project, but when we look at it, the craftsmanship is zero. The thing is even ashaming to look at. It's not presentable. So with your demo video, the team, you have just seen the KAWA team up there reviewing projects. They will look at your demo, the organizers, then they will say, this is beautiful, this looks good, this is functional, this one works. And they will invite it to come and pitch to the director UCC, to the Minister of ICT. And by the way, there is funding for innovations under Ministry of ICT. We have some funding that is given to startups. So you may be in secondary and your project is viable for funding. There is space, there is innovation hubs and where they can give you space and funding. So do this not just for the sake of winning the competition, but do this so that your project can actually get funding. Now, whatever we have done up there, you can put it into a report. You can put it into a simple report. Your English teacher can guide you on how to write a simple report. Title page, what do you put there? Put an introduction, where you all the things you have talked about. Problem statement, put in if you have done some research, briefly, background. Yeah, so you should be able to structure your project report into introduction, body, and conclusion. In the body, you can also, where you talk about the results, the methodology, how you came up with your product, and then the results. How does it work and what did you come up with? Put in some pictures in your report. Put in some pictures. So it doesn't have to be a very big report. It can even be 10 pages, can be 15 pages. And then you upload it here. Now, when it comes to the demo video, what we need here is a link. That means you need to upload your video on YouTube, on your YouTube channel, or on Google Drive, in case your video is not for public consumption. Maybe but you can also upload it on YouTube and make it unlisted. There's what called unlisted links. Let me, I'm going to show you here briefly. So you can be able to get your link and then you put it there. So I'm going to try to show you here how to upload a video quickly and then put it there in our whatever. So let me do very fast. What we're interested in is being able to create your video and be able to move. So for example, I'm having a folder here. This is Google Drive. So I might have recorded my video. You can record your video using a phone or a device and just record the product, or you can use a screen recorder. can use a screen. If it is a project like a website, you can use a screen recorder. So you can be able to go ahead and use something like maybe OBS, or you can even use PowerPoint itself. You can use any screen recorder that you can be able to use. OBS is a free open source software, and we recommend open source software as a lot. So you can be able to use OBS to record your screen. PowerPoint has an inbuilt recorder. There is another recorder where you press Control G, Windows G on the keyboard, what we call the Windows game bar. And then this Windows game bar has a part where there is record, start recording. Yes, you press Windows G. So let me try to record here something. So I'm going to click on record, and then I'm going to record my screen. Okay. So it has started here up. It has started counting. It's recording my screen. So so I may, for example, want to record the website of ICT clubs. This is the website where you are going to find more information, announcements, any updates, and anything is going to be on this website. So I go through my website, I click on this, I click on this, I click on all these websites. The clubs, you have these links they have given you. Please make sure that those links are having something. Now, so you can go through the website and then record it. After I have recorded it, I'm going to stop my recording. So I've used the inbuilt recorder. I've not used any software. I just pressed Windows button on the keyboard and I pressed G. So where is my video? Under my videos, I will find my video there. Let me see where it is. It should be somewhere. It should be somewhere. Let me see that. It should be somewhere under my videos. So when you record, you should be able to find your video somewhere, unless if my default path had changed, you should be able to record your video and have it somewhere in your computer. I think this is 2025. Okay. Let me see. Okay. I have very many videos here. Okay, I think it should be under captures. Yeah, it is here. It's under captures. So this is my video that I've just recorded. Okay. So, and by the way, learners who are creating multimedia, you don't necessarily have to have a camera to make videos. Okay. So project video. I want to really conclude this meeting. I want to conclude the demonstration here. And then, so this is my video that I've just recorded. So you can see my demo video, which I recorded. Okay. So I've just recorded it here. I didn't use any third-party software. I just used the inbuilt window recorder in Windows 7, which is Windows Game Bar, where you press Windows button and then G. Windows button G, and then you can record your video. Then you can be able to upload it. So you come here up, and then you can upload the file on Google Drive. So this is my project video. You can upload it on Google Drive, or you can upload it on YouTube. If you are to record it on Google Drive, make sure that you change the permissions to allow everyone to view, so that it allows people to view. When you submit it, when someone taps the link, they will be able to see the video. So this is in case you are submitting a video just to that person to see, and you are not putting it on YouTube maybe for everyone to see. It is not for public consumption, but it is just for their consumption of the what? Of the judges. So you can click on this, then you come where there is restricted and you say anyone with the link. Anyone with the link, so that you copy that link, and then you go ahead and submit the link via the form. So you put the link there where we have the project demo video link. So you can get the link from YouTube or from Google Drive, or you can upload on YouTube. And then the report, I've already talked about it. Let me show you some report here, just as a sample. Report. I wanted a template or sample. Let me just show you this one. I think this one should be able to work. Sample project report. Now, this is just a general format, but it may be a bit detailed, but of course, if you are using internet, and one of the skills we want to build in you is research skills. So you have your project title, you have introduction where you talk about the problem, identification. Problem identification could even be through reading, like you read the monitor of the given year, you realize there is a problem in this, or you might have seen, so you write, you show even your sources. In the introduction, objectives of your project, they are in there, okay? Justification of your project is in there. So the project report has everything. The materials needed are in there. Yeah, so you try to bring, this report is similar to the one of new curriculum with the guidelines from UNEP. They put in some screenshots where I need to be. You see, it's not very big. You see, I have the product, and chapter 2, I talk about my product and what it does. Then I can talk about any other skills developed, and then my conclusion. So the report is not very big. Then you can put some appendices, any other pictures that you may need. So this is around 14 pages, but it can even be 10 pages. So please, project report is needed according to the form, because we shall be needing, even at that day when you are going for the NCC, there will be a booklet, and we may need to have a brief about the projects being presented. So we shall go to the reports, and then from the report, we should be able to pick and get to know about your project. So your project could be very good, but what shows us that you're the one who did it is your report. If you have a very good project and there's no documentation, probably you bought the project from another school or you bought it from a supermarket. What shows that this is your project? I can see Mr. Moses is laughing there. Mr. Moses, are there some teachers who buy projects from the supermarket? Maybe you can say something.
Yes, there are some teachers who can buy it.
Okay.
Upload the file, the project report, it means that it is yours.
Yeah, so it means that's yours. Now, I want us to play this video from UBC yesterday. This video is going to give us some more context as we wrap up with our session. There is some more context here from this video, just a minute, just 3 minutes about this whole
Uganda
thing.
is keeping up its commitment to harnessing digital innovation for sustainable development. At the heart of this effort is the National Conference on Communications and Annual Convergence of Minds, Ideas and Breakthrough in ICT.
This year, NCC 2025 will place a strong emphasis on the following focus areas: ICT research and knowledge sharing, innovation and practical solutions, policy dialogue, and student empowerment. Let us therefore continue to adopt a multi-sectoral approach that brings together knowledge from across the spectrum, uniting academia, industry, government, and civil society to ensure that we do not just consume technologies, but create and adapt them to meet Uganda's unique needs.
These conferences are going to give us a good ecosystem that we are going to produce technology, transfer the technology to the industrialist, and we promote that technology to our common man.
At the launch of the 9th edition of the NCC, Uganda Communications Commission, UCC Executive Director George William Nyom emphasized the conference's growing impact on Uganda's digital transformation journey.
The NCC is one of our flagship initiatives in this endeavor. Through this platform, we aim to stimulate innovation, foster collaboration, and promote sustainable ICT development
Dr. Paul Giju, the academic registrar at Isbat University, noted that bridging the gap between academia and industry is essential if Uganda is to fully harness digital potential.
Isbat University, we strongly believe that the ICT is imbibed into the curriculum development, management of education system, infrastructure, and also benchmarking with international curriculum, so that students who are studying, they get best of the ICT and industrial fold.
It's very important at academia, we create innovative things, innovative solutions. But these innovative solutions has to be integrated. Then it has to come to the society as a usable ones. So the incorporation of the industry for sustainable, innovative research, that has to be practically applicable to the region, to the mankind of the region, is very important.
Meanwhile, Dr. Tabo Olok Joffrey, head of computer science at Gulu University, emphasized the importance of software and data systems that drive meaningful people-centered solutions.
Backbone infrastructure are all on board. What is lacking today are some of the software and digital solutions that are important for our people. So it's a trend of trying to decolonize some of the solutions that have been available to us, but now we can do them by ourselves. We can showcase this when we get these papers submitted.
This ninth edition of the NCC also marks a significant milestone as UCC embarks on a comprehensive impact assessment of the NCC program, evaluating its contribution to Uganda's ICT development, skills growth, and policy influence. Irene Faith Nantongo, Stephen Kalisha, UBC News.
Thank you. So that was news. Now, NCC is a broader program, and I'm going to be requesting KAWA, I think Mr. Omanga, if he's on, he will tell us more about NCC and the future of, especially ICT clubs have always been part of it, but sometimes we have been having a few clubs participating. But this year it has been expanded to get more schools to participate. And also, according to this tweet from NBS, UCC has announced over 200 secondary school ICT clubs are to compete in the innovation competitions ahead of the NCC, selected for October. So in the run-up to the October, the club activities are going to run, and then the climax will be at NCC. Only those that are outstanding will reach the finals at NCC. And in future, we may have more programs specifically for the clubs. So let me first hand over back to Mr. Mang, if you are on, or someone from KAWA, to give, to take on and conclude the meeting. If there are also any other questions, we can have them. Okay. I don't know, Mr. Mang, are you on? And KAWA team.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rogers, for the good presentation. We, as the KAWA team, decide we appreciate, and for all the members that have logged online, we are very grateful. Thank you for tuning in. Mr. Wamanga traveled somewhere for another meeting, so he's not on with us, but yeah, what we had scheduled for today, I think that is all that Mr. Rogers has shared. So in case maybe the members on call have some questions, maybe we can have that. But yeah, everything has been said and a lot has been shared. Maybe you can just like take in some time to digest it all. Yeah. So I'll return maybe the mic to any members who have some questions.
Yes, members, any questions? We have looked at the theme, understand it. We have looked at the kind of categories of projects that we may do, and we have said it's not limited. We have also tried to understand the NCC and also how to submit our projects so that we have them in, and then our schools will be invited. So in case we shall continue having more sessions as we get more guidance to see that we do something amazing and we represent our schools. Our schools are going to win, and sometimes our learners, our celebs, they are present for the school and also for the learners. Let us always participate in these activities whenever you find them. Okay, so
excuse me, sir.
Yes.
About the submission of the form, I had already submitted that form, but I found out that I didn't actually meet up to the criteria or whatever you've mentioned about submitting the form. So is there any penalty when I again resubmit that form?
No problem, you can resubmit the form. We shall consider the latest. If we see already something there, and this one, it's okay. We shall be to select that.
Okay, sir. Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe just a quick reminder. I would urge members to continue submitting their projects. Those that have submitted, we appreciate, and the reviewing is also ongoing. Then also the members who are on call and they haven't yet received their login details, I would also urge them to share their school names so that we can forward to them the login details for their websites. And those who are also on call without websites, they can also share their names and we create for them that website. Yeah, thank you.
Right, thank you.
Okay, members, I think we have come to the end of the meeting. Departure is at 12. Let me work on the members who have shared their schools. Those that have shared, some of them have replied, but you can continue sharing via the chat. Yeah, we can continue sharing maybe that information.
Yeah, Isaac, I think in case members no other questions, then you are host, you will be able to end the meeting.
Okay,
the
all right. Okay, all right. Thank you, sir.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Our domain link for Dr. Bote College is not logging in.
It's not logging in.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let me try to check it out, then I'll return to you.
Okay.
Is it bringing any form of error?
It's not existing.
No, that's
No.
interesting.
Okay, let me check it out, then I'm going to return to you.
Okay.
So members, if there are no more other questions, you will allow me to close the session, then I'll work on these members that have shared their details. Thank you for joining in. We meet next Saturday, same time. Bye.